If you talk, for instance, about dress code, this is something we in Antwerp know all about it. Can a Muslim woman become a police officer with a headscarf?
Yes. Yes. We have police officers who wear a headscarf. We have bus drivers who wear a headscarf. We have city employees who wear headscarves. We have doctors who wear headscarves. We have teachers who wear headscarves. Yeah.
And could you imagine that there would be certain restrictions, certain limits? Would a woman be able or free to become or to be a teacher in a first grade class if she wants to wear a burqa?
So, you know, I have to tell you that I didn't know the answer to that until I went to a school event. We had an event for parents who are parents of children who speak languages other than English, what we call English language learners, children who are learning English in the school system. We've tried to bring all the parents together to help them better understand how we want to help them and their families succeed. So I go to this event every year to sort of welcome the parents and do things like this. We had all of these interpreters. The woman interpreting in Urdu was in a burqa. I have to tell you, I was completely surprised. Clearly it's possible.
But was this woman a teacher in that school?
She works in our school system. I'm not sure. She works in our school system. I'm not sure what role she plays, but she is paid by the city of New York.
And do you approve of that? I mean,
so now it's personal.
Yeah.
I actually think if this person has made a choice and knowingly is choosing to dress this way, then it would be unfair of me to tell her not to, number one, right? So that's the sort of responsible response. And if, of course, she's done nothing wrong and she's passed all of our screening tests and is eligible to do the job, then in fact I think it's a teachable moment. I think it's a moment of diversity, and it's a moment to actually use that as a teachable moment in our community, both for our families and for our children, right? Not everyone looks the same. Everyone is, different, and how do we use that as a teachable moment?
What about the children? If we talk about first grade children, 6 or 7 years old, is it fair for them to have a teacher in the classroom?
That's someone's parent. That is someone's parent. How is it that we would treat that child differently because their mother dresses that way? Why would it be unfair if that mother was a classroom teacher? Do unto others as you would like done to you, right? It's pretty...
Yes, but I mean, the children will be in the classroom and they won't be able to see the face of the woman that is going to teach them for a whole year.
They will understand the human dignity and special attention that this person can articulate and demonstrate, I imagine, every day in that classroom. If a blind person can't see the children, or if a blind child has a teacher and they can never know what that teacher looks like, it's an experience of understanding the humanity of who we are. Why take that away?
So, but you're not sure if a situation like this has already occurred. You were referring to the woman who was doing the translation, but you're not really...
I think we would... I know we have teachers who observe hijab, headdress, and wear it's not the burqa, I can't think of the term, the proper term, but basically the cloak.
Niqab perhaps?
No, just the cloak, right,
Okay.
where you're not dressed in sort of casual wear, but just, a jacket.
Let's take another example. There's a public swimming pool, and certain groups, perhaps not only the Muslims, also the Jewish people perhaps living in your city, they want to get, well, first of all, they want to be allowed, or they want you to allow their daughters to wear T-shirts or anything when they go swimming, and not just swimming suits, which is also an exception to the rules of the swimming pool. To wear a T-shirt, yeah.
Why? Who says you have to wear a bathing suit?
The swimming pool says. That's the you. Yeah,
should be dressed. No?
No, there are some rules and regulations. If you enter the swimming pool, there are certain things you can do and certain things you can't do. Certain things you can wear, and other things you cannot wear. But then there is this community who is asking you to allow them to wear T-shirts. What would has anything
Yeah,
situation
we
like
let
that
people
occurred
wear
in-
T-shirts all the time, right? I mean, we let people who go into the, pool wear pants, and the question here is: Are you trying to facilitate access, or are you trying to prevent it? And I think that's a bigger question, right?
Mhm.
If you really want people to have access to that opportunity, then you're going to figure out a way that mindfully is respectful to that community, but also mindful of sort of regulation. Now,
Okay.
if the law says you have to wear a bathing suit, then I think it requires some understanding, right?
Of what a bathing suit would be.